It comes once in a while. And I know there are people that do it as a full-time job. I don't. Yeah, but there are people that do it as a full-time job, and those ones have done a lot of things from that money that comes in. Because besides just tweeting about something, they will also blog about it, they will vlog, they will do the different things. They venture into the different spheres of social media influencing, and as a result, they will, you know, take it as a full-time job.
I think one can make a living out of being a social media influencer if you give it time. Some of us do it as side jobs.
Well, how did you venture into influencer marketing?
So I remember my experience. There was a time when I looked for an influencer to help me promote an event that the radio station was doing. Why did I look for them? It's because they had a good number of followers. I actually sought out 3 different people for 3 different reasons. One of them was a lady who attracted a certain following of females that I needed to know about that campaign that the radio station had launched. Then the 2 gentlemen were quite aggressive. They're the kind of people that spent a lot of time on social media. So it was obvious that once I work with them, my staff will be on social media fully. Now, I have been looked for before. I do not know why. I do not know why. Maybe it's because at times people will tell you it's because you have the numbers, and at other times just because you're appealing, you know? Yeah, because by the time somebody comes to you, they've followed your work for some time, and they can see that if Jackie says something, you know, this is how far it will go. Whenever she tweets, people react a certain way. Maybe they just do not like, they will retweet, they will also comment.
I think it was in 2013. I was approached by one of the telecommunication companies in the country, and they asked me if I can help promote a product that they were about to launch. And for me, I didn't think they were going to pay for it. And it's a telecom company that I use. And then I thought I was just going to help. They called me the next day to offer a contract. I was like, oh, wow. So I can make money out of this, and that was the first time.
Talking about money, is influencer marketing tapping into the budget initially intended for agencies?
Influencers are coming into advertising budgets by just replacing other platforms that we used to use in the past. So remember brand ambassadors and celebrities endorsing brands, and now it's more about how many do they have on social media, right? As opposed to getting them, you know, on the boxes of cereal, on the cereal box cover. So it's just the evolution of the people that we use to endorse our products. They're just doing it online, so they're replacing those lines. And it's a good thing, because for me, as I say, they've done most of the work for us, you know. They've filtered out, we know who their audience is, we know who we want, we pick the right influencer, and we know we're speaking to our people. And I think they should be earning good money for it, but they have to become a bit more corporate about how they go about their business. 1, get into the creative process. 2, try and follow some of the regulation, or even as a team come together to influence or create regulation where there is none, to ensure that your business remains sustainable.
Agencies are not going to leave anytime soon, because agencies are able to describe and tell you that, you know, the person who's going to use your product eats at this place, wakes up at this time, goes to bed at this time, plays football, plays rugby, plays cricket, so that you're able to tap into those habits. Now, the other looks like a shortcut, and those are very short-term fixes. And the moment you have short-term fixes, then in the long run, then what happens to these people? So in the long run, you will notice they're going to get a backlash when it comes to sales, because all this work you're doing, the advertising, has to be tied down to the sales. How much money are you bringing in?
What is the future for advertising? What is the fate of agencies and PR companies? Is it all doom and gloom?
I don't think there's been a greater shift as yet, and this is what people are looking at as influencer advertisement, social media advertising, is not new. Let's not forget Beats by Dre, the headphones. They tied themselves to celebrity, in order to push that brand. So what has changed more or less is you have a new crop of non-celebrities, but people that have built a following on social media, depending on the messaging and the content that they create. And through that, you have a new group of people who are known as influencers that have been able to take advantage of the digital sphere and create what looks a more untraditional way of advertising.
We have moved away from the traditional advertising agency model because it's dying everywhere else in the world. We've had to change. Clients are demanding more from us. The world has changed. There's literally a whole paradigm shift with regards to how people absorb information, absorb media, get influenced. You cannot stick with the old. In fact, I feel like banning the word advertising sometimes literally makes me cringe. But that's now the challenge that we have. As much as there's a paradigm shift, locally we're in a paradigm paralysis. We're not moving with the times, but we're trying anyway ourselves. And we can see our customers trying to do the same.
What should brands know before considering influencer marketing?
This is where data and numbers are very important, because if I have 30,000 followers, of which 10,000 of them are in South America, and you are a company and you're trying to advertise to a person in East Africa or in Kigali in particular, then you are not, you won't get the same effectiveness as another person who has only 900 followers and 800 of them are from Kigali. So this, I think, why brands will need to revisit. Right now, most of them are reacting to the influencers. They're just jumping from, they see one brand do it, then the other brand does it. And I would say it's not as effective as it should be. It can be a lot more effective if we use data to back it up. Because a simple stat, majority of the Rwandans are on Facebook. A very small percentage is on Twitter. But you look at so many of the brands using the influencers, using them for Twitter. So what's the effect? Do you just want to trend, or do you want your message to go down to the list of people to know about your brand?
When it comes to the numbers, the fact that someone has numbers will not always mean that they'll give you what you want. I would encourage companies to look beyond that. Just try and do a bit of digging. Besides the numbers that this person has on social media, if I called them to join me for an outdoor activity, what sort of reaction would they attract from the audience? I love it when somebody gives me something that I relate to, something that I use. So probably companies just have to look at that, deeply assess this person that they want to work with. Is it somebody that will sell well this product that they're selling? If it's a beverage, is it possible that it's her favorite beverage? Or if it's not, is it something that she can actually